welcome back to Beck's Fashion Tutorials. Today we're going to learn new things. We're going to learn how to make tops, beautiful tops, because it's summer, and you know summer, you have to look good for tops. First, I'm going to do off-shoulder top with elastic on. Before you do that top, you measure your bust or your size. I'm gonna show you the top of that style, and I'll show you a dress of that style. First, if you want to do a top, you measure your bust. Then when you finish your bust, you do the length. I'm gonna do a short top with elastic off shoulder. All you need is 2 yards of the fabric. If you have that 2 yards of the fabric, you can do that top. So before you start, length, bust. We have some tops, you have to measure your waist if it's a peplum. This one will be loose. So if you are size 8, 10, 12, 14, all you need is about 1.5 yards of fabric. So 1.5 yards, so that you can have enough gathers on the chest. The measurement I'm using today is size 10, and her bust is 36, and the length of the top is 20. If I'm doing the dress, I'll show you the same style. The longer it goes, it becomes a dress. So for today, this cutting with this fabric is going to be a blouse. Now, it's 1.5 yards, and when you see it, because it's 1.5, I have folded it into 2, and you see this paper, when you press it with iron, it will go. So you divide it into 2, and then you fold it again, so it becomes 4. Now, because it's elastic that's going to be at the chest, we don't want actual bust, but we did the bust just to see the size the person is in. So for checking the bust, I see that the person is size 10, and because it's size 10, I'm gonna fold it into 2. Her top length is 20, and 20 because it's off shoulder and there's gonna be elastic, I'm gonna take 5 inches off it. So when you take 5 inches off it, and because it's 20, you're gonna get 15. And the 15, we're gonna fold the bottom. As I always say, the writing needs to be off the fabric. So 5 off, including the stitch at the bottom of the fabric. And then the main top measurement is 20. So the 20, I'm gonna mark it, and when you mark it, you take it off, the remaining fabric off it. So after you've taken it off, then you see this side and side, that's the main top now. And the top, because it's off cut, I have to cut the armpit. So the armpit, you have to measure 3 inches. So 3 inches, because she's not big, you should not do it so big. So between 3 inches to 5 inches, you cut it. But because she's a very small, I'm going to go 4. So between 3 to 5, you can do it, because size 10, size 8, size 10, size 12, you can go between that one. When I finished, then bottom here, I can also measure the same 4 inches. So when you do the same 4 inches, you cut it across it like you are cutting round, and then I'll end up getting it like this shape. So when you get it this shape, that is your top. Now you can see, so this is where we're gonna put the elastic. So you can do elastic, or you can do a gathers, and you can get a nice top here. If you are doing a gathers here, because she's size 10, this place should be, at least when you gather, it should be 12 inches. If it's elastic, it's free. But if you gather, you need to pipe it. You need to put a piping or maybe some bias to make it do good finishing. But this time, her one will be elastic so that she can push it down very well the way she wants it. So after that one, after we remove it, we have a big pieces around because we are trying to manage our fabric. So I'm gonna put this together. You can see I have, that is the one I took from the top part. So for this one, I'm going to also fold it. You see, I got a square and it's 4, the same way as the top. So what I'm gonna do, you see this shape that I cut, I'm gonna put it on top of this one so that I can cut exactly the same shape. So when I finish, I'll get this shape and get this shape. This is the body, this is the sleeve. So for this sleeve, some people might like to put some of the elastic here, then it becomes puff, and put some here, then it becomes puff. If you want it to be free, you can also put the elastic here and then elastic also here. Then when you finish, you join these two together, and it's the top. Now, you see the top I showed you. I'm gonna do the dress form. And it's summer, those kind of dresses is beautiful. And this time, I'm going to model it for you to see it. Now, I'm gonna do a dress out of this fabric. And I've done my own measurement myself, and my dress length is 40. So my dress length is 40, my bust, you don't want to know. So, and because I told you, any size from 16 to 22, this one is 2 yards. So the 2 yards of fabric can make you a nice, beautiful dress that you would enjoy it all the time. So my dress length is 40, and I'm blessed to have a long length of fabric. And because it's a long length, I'm gonna get my sleeve out of the 2 yards because, so this is where the design is, which is very beautiful. So because its size, dress length is 40, as you remember, I told you off shoulder, you take 5 inches. It doesn't matter the size of you. Every off shoulder, leave 5 inches out of the measurement. When you measure from the shoulder to wherever you want it, remove 5 inches of it. So I'm taking 5 inches off my dress, and the dress length is supposed to be 40. So the 40, I've removed 5 inches. That means it will remain 35. So 35, this one, this lace is already finishing at the bottom. I don't need to fold anything, and there's no writing. And because there's no writing, I went all the way to the 5, and I've managed to get 40, which when you measure from here to here will be 35. So I remove it from the fabric. So after I have removed it, as I told you, you fold the two together and you refold it again, which will become 4. So now it's 4. This is the main body dress. As I told you, the armpit, because I'm slightly bigger than size 10, I'm doing my 5 inches. So I'll measure 5 inches, 5, and then from the top, also from here to the bottom, I'm also measuring 5 inches. So after the 5 inches, if you remember the top, as I showed you, we got the same shape there and the same shape there. And I'm going to put the elastic here. You can also do a gathers, and it becomes like that. And because I'm over a younger size, my one, instead of 12, if you are gathering, my one will be between 14 to 16. But if I'm doing a gathers, I will not like it too wide. So maybe my size, because I'm size, whatever, you do, I'll do my 15, but I'm gonna put elastic in there. So that one, the dress, the whole body is done. Then, because it's 2 years, I have removed this out of it, which I'm gonna use it. It's the same 2 years. So the hand, this section will be 1 year, this section will be 1 year. I fold it again, and then I get it for like the way there. I folded the top, the body. So if you remember, you put the same shape you did on top of it, and when you put on top, you cut the same shape you made for the body, and you can see you have your sleeve also, two also, one sleeve, one sleeve. So you can choose if you want to put the elastic. You can put the elastic here, you can put the elastic here, then it becomes puff, or you can also gather it. If you want to gather, you can also gather it, or you can leave it loose like that. Then you have a room. That's it. Then you make your beautiful dress. I'll see you soon when we are making it and we will model it. Thank you for watching. This is Bex Fashion Tutorial. Please press the button and subscribe it. Love you. God bless you. Bye.